constitutional amendment. I wish to place my views on certain important issues before the Honorable Finance Minister and urge him to ponder over those issues and take an appropriate decisions in this regard. Sir, I draw your kind attention. I draw kind attention of the Honorable Finance Minister, particularly to Clause 12, Subclause 4G of the Amendment Act, which says that the GST Council will make the recommendations insofar as special provisions to all special category states are concerned. I request the Honorable Finance Minister to include Andhra Pradesh also in the list of states under this category, Clause 12, Subclause 4, Subclause G of the amendment. It is required for two important reasons, sir. One is the Finance Minister of Andhra Pradesh has categorically stated the revenue loss on account of implementation of this GST bill for Andhra Pradesh would be 4,700 crores. If this is considered as special category state, to some extent this problem would be solved. Therefore, the loss on account of this would get reduced. I draw the kind attention of the Honorable Finance Minister to Clause 19 of the bill, which says that compensation for the states for the loss on account of implementation of this GST bill would be compensated for the first 5 years. Sir, in the course of discussion, as I understand, the compensation would be for the first 3 years would be 100%, and fourth year it is 50%, and for fifth year it is 25%. It should not be the case. That's what, sir. Please correct me if I am wrong. That's what some of the members have expressed. It should not be the case. In fact, the compensation to the states should be for full 100% for the first 5 years, and for sixth year also it should be 50%, and for seventh year also, in case if there is a loss to the states, it should be at least 25%. That's what our point of view, sir. Sir, the next point which I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Finance Minister through you, sir. First of all, the loss arising on account of this implementation of GST has to be worked out, and for which the methodology has to be stipulated, if not in the Act, in the rules there, in the rules there too. Sir, as has been done in the case of AP Reorganization Act, similarly in the case of GST also, the same should not be repeated. That's what our intention is. Sir, the next point is, for creating the infrastructure, according to the bill, a company, a non-profit company under Section 125 under the Companies Act is to be incorporated, which will provide the services. Two more points, sir. Because these, sir, the issues which others have not covered, I would be bringing it to the notice of the Honorable Finance Minister, which are considered to be very important.
Not my problem.
I'll complete it, sir. 2 more minutes, sir. Section 125 company. Sir, according to the bill, Section 125 company would be incorporated, and 30% of the equity holding would be held by the private sector banks. My question is, why private sector banks only? Why not public sector banks also? Therefore, I request the Honorable Finance Minister to consider including the public sector banks in this regard. Sir, the next point, sir, next 2 more points, sir. Clause 12, subclause 5. The petroleum products and alcohol for human consumption are exempted. Sir, I request the Honorable Finance Minister through you, even the electricity duty, which is currently being charged by the states, should also be exempted, because most of these state electricity boards are incurring losses and the tariffs are exorbitantly high, which are leading to the inflationary trends in the economy. Sir, one more point, sir, please. This is very last point. Sir, GST recognizes the services like advertisement, internet services, whatnot, Twitter, Google, Facebook, WhatsApp, so many things. So therefore, the appropriate categorization is required. See, according to the debate, we have participated in the debate. There are three types of, last issue, sir. There are three types of tariffs that are being proposed. See, that is 14%, 18%, and another is for the sin goods, which is likely to be 40% according to the debate. This, according to us, there is absolutely no necessity, as rightly pointed out by the Honorable Finance Minister, to include it in the constitutional bill, sir. As is being done right now. See, in the case of Finance Act, when the budget, when it is, every year when budget is presented before the Parliament, the rates, in case if some variation or amendments are required, they can always be brought in the annual finance budget, sir. The final.
No, how many finals?
Sir, the next point, redressal mechanism, resolution mechanism. So, as rightly pointed out by the Honorable Finance Minister, to the extent possible, within the National Council itself, GST Council itself, to the extent possible, this, in case if some disputes are arising out of any issue, those are required to be solved within the National Council itself.
Okay.
In case if it is a situation where the situation arises and the courts have to be approached, that should be seen as a last resort, sir.
All right.
Therefore, I thank you very much, sir.
Raji
Thank you very
Gowda.
much for the opportunity.